Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they take on Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Brandon Godden. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
What now? 54.
So don't say nothing.
Check three.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Line 54. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. From midfield, here's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle.
Now, 180.
Check. Watch 54. All right, T, let's go.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, one possession, one drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Here we go. Go right in. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are, and what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Space to maneuver at the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
26. 26. 26. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Get that quarterback. 26.
From the 45 on second down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right down. 180. 54 Mike. Silver.
Here's a give to Richard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Monday, down. 185.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.